Cambridgeshire and Peterborough Safeguarding Children Boards. Information for children, young people, their parents, carers and families about children's services. Child protection conferences, plans and core groups.
What is a Child Protection Conference?
A Child Protection Conference is a meeting held when professionals have serious concerns that a child may be at risk of harm. The professionals meet together with you to discuss whether any actions need to be taken to make sure that your child is safe and well looked after in the future.
What will happen before the conference?
As your social worker, I will spend time with you explaining what will happen in the meeting and who will be there. You should have seen all the reports about your family, and you will be told who has been invited to the conference. It is very important that you attend the conference to contribute to the discussions about the concerns which have been voiced regarding your children and what, if anything, should happen next. If you need childcare for your children so that you can attend the conference, I will support you in setting this up. A conference is not the right environment for small children. If you cannot attend the conference, speak to me as your social worker and I may be able to get the conference rearranged or speak on your behalf. I will discuss with you how you can take part in or express your views to the conference.
What will happen when I come to the conference?
I will chair the conference. I'm an independent person who's not directly involved in the management of your child's case. My role is known as the Independent Chair and I'm employed by Children's Social Care. My job is to talk to you privately before the meeting to explain what is going to happen, the processes of the conference and how the meeting will run, introduce everybody, explain why the meeting is being held, make sure that everyone has a chance to speak and to ask questions, and to record risks and strengths on flip charts around the room so everyone is clear about what has been said. I will manage the meeting in order to help everyone feel both safe and valued. And I will ask professionals whether your child's circumstances meet the criteria of continuing risk of significant harm. I will bring together a plan to support your family.
Who will be there?
Your child's social worker will be there, as will other people who work with your children, such as you and your children, your health visitor, teacher, police, probation officer and doctor. Sometimes a conference is held in 2 or more parts if there's some reason why both parents cannot be in the same room at the same time, for example. Very occasionally a parent is excluded from a meeting, for example if they might disrupt the meeting or they might have a negative effect on the welfare of a child. I will write and explain this to the parent who's been excluded.
Can anyone else come with me?
You may bring one supporter who may be one of the following: solicitor, friend, relative or advocate. That's someone to speak on your behalf. Please let the social worker know who you'd like to bring. The supporter can help you to express the things you want to say, be there for you if you are upset, write things down for you, and help you understand what is said. Your supporter will not be expected to give his or her own views on your family. You're entitled to seek advice from a solicitor if you wish. A list of solicitors experienced in family matters in your area can be obtained from your local Citizens Advice Bureau or your child's social worker.
What decisions are made and how?
After hearing all the information, professionals need to decide whether your child needs a child protection plan or whether support needs to be offered under a child in need plan.
What happens if my child needs a child protection plan?
There will be a child protection plan to help me and the other professionals to work alongside you and your family to keep your child safe. The plan will name people to work with your family. This is called the core group. You'll be invited to be a member. The core group will make sure the plan is being carried out. State what needs to change and what you and the professionals need to do to work towards making your child safe. Set a date to have another conference to review how the child protection plan is working and whether it is continued to be necessary. A core group meeting will be held 10 days after the conference and then at regular intervals as agreed.
Ending our work with you.
Our aim
is to work with every family so that their children can thrive without any additional services to those that are there for every child, such as teachers and doctors. That's the best outcome for the children, their families, and for all of us. We will do all we can to work with families to meet the needs of their children. Sometimes this does not succeed, and a child remains at significant risk of harm. In this situation, children's social care may have to consider changing their approach and moving to accommodating the child away from the family home. This can be done with the agreement of parents, and if this is not the case, then the courts will be involved in making the final, definitive decisions about what is right for any individual child. This is not a decision that a social worker or even a child protection conference would make on their own. To move away from working to make a child safe within their family into placing them elsewhere is the last resort that is considered only where professionals cannot be confident that sufficient change will happen quickly enough for that child to be safe. The changes that we are trying to support are not easy to make, and you can expect progress to take time. Situations can become more difficult and gains made can be lost. Children may not need to have a social worker involved in between the times when they need to have one. Through all of this, the direction of the whole journey remains the same. We want children to be safe and to feel secure, to be engaged and able to develop themselves socially and emotionally. We all want them to be able to do so with the same services as every other child gets, but without needing more. We want children and their families to thrive.
Thank you for watching. Additional information: www.cambridgeshire.gov.uk/LSCB, www.safeguardingpeterborough.org.uk/children-board.